Happy Frugal Friday, K-Squad. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. He's talking about the value of repetition. And I could not agree more with the value of repetition. Today, I am sharing 7 practical tips to live below your means. This is what I call drill and thrill. Yes, the more you drill these habits, the more thrilled you will be with the results. Number 1, go to the grocery store just once a week. I have a friend recently that shared with me that she goes to the grocery store not once, not twice, but 3 times a day, every single day. And you guys know that on this channel, I try not to be judgmental when people share things with me, but I actually appreciate it because I feel like it's a teaching moment. I was asking her, why do you do that? Why is it that you're going 3 times a day? You're spending your time, your money, and your energy 3 times a day. And she said, I just can't, just with everything going on, she's like, I just can't think that far ahead. And while that was shocking to me because I only go once a week and I've only ever gone once a week for the last couple years, it made me think that maybe other people do, maybe not 3 times a day, but maybe even once a day because you don't think that far ahead. You don't want to think that far ahead, or maybe it's too much to think about. But I feel like the more times you go to the store, like the more times you enter a raffle, right? The chances are you're gonna win. This is like the opposite. The more times you go, the more likely you are to blow your budget. So trying to get a list together for 1 time a week, for me, you guys, has been so life-changingly awesome to just know that this is my trip to the store. I make a list ahead of time. I go through my pantry and my refrigerator and my freezer and I think, okay, what do I actually need? What can I use that I already have? How many meals could I make just using what I already have? And then building a list around what we actually really need. But doing just 1 time a week has been such a relief. And you guys know I like to batch my errands. So like while I'm out there, I'm doing my gas, I'm going to the post office, I'm going to the bank. Try reducing your grocery trips to just 1 time a week. See how you feel about it. Number 2, pick a no spend day. If you have 1 day a week that you don't have to think about spending money, again, it's just making your life a little easier. Traditionally, I will use no spend Sunday. Think about if you have a no spend day each week, then you're only spending money possibly 6 days a week, takes the heat off, gives your wallet a break. And it just, again, it's one of those things that I just do automatically and it helps me stay living below my means. Number 3, get a financial goal that motivates you. Nothing has lit a fire under my butt more than, first of all, trying to pay off my car, which I accomplished, and that felt amazing. And now trying to pay off this house early. The idea of being mortgage free makes me feel so excited and so motivated. If you don't have that thing that you're reaching for, it might not really inspire you to really get the job done where you need to, because you're not really thinking about the end goal. You don't have something that's really exciting that's pushing you. If you have like a vacation that you really want to go on with your family, or you want to spend more time traveling, or maybe there's something you actually just want to purchase that really gets your blood pumping, you're like, oh, that would be awesome. Being a frugal person is all about spending sparingly on what doesn't matter so that you can spend on what does. So pick a goal and get excited about it. The number 4 tip to stay living below your means is to organize your finances. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere financially, you guys, if I hadn't organized my finances. And my way of organizing my finances is creating my unique monthly budget every single month. It's so easy, and every dollar, I just tweak it every month. I know where every dollar is going. I assign it a place to go, and having that sense of organization planning ahead and intention with my spending plan has made all the difference. If you haven't yet seen my video about budgeting, I'll leave it on the last screen here of this video so that you can check that out and get your first budget that actually works started. You will not look back once you finally have a sense of organization in your finances and you again start feeling the results. I'm all about the results, guys, and my budget has been a huge proponent in results. If you've got to this point in the video, please take a second, type in the comments, drill and thrill, so I know you're still watching. I feel like my hair is getting crazier and crazier as I go. Number 5, track what you spend. If you don't track what you actually spend, there's no way to reconcile what you have done with your money. If you track every single time you spend, you don't have to do it every single second. Like you run to the store and then you come back and you input it. You can even keep like a couple receipts, do it at the end of the day, do it on a certain day of the week, whatever works for you. You know, your girl likes to look at it every single day. I do track every day, but come up with a system that works for you. But tracking the spending is crucial in staying living below your means, or else how do you know what you spent? Number 6, and this one is going to seem obvious, but I feel the need to say it. This tip to stay living below your means is to never, ever, ever spend more than you make. The math is there. If you never spend more than you make, you're not going to be in debt and you're not going to be living above your means. You're going to be able to keep it in check. You're going to be able to get to maybe some savings, you guys. Savings is so exciting, which I'm going to get to in the final tip here. But don't spend more than you make. And how do you do that? You organize your finances like we just talked about. You track your spending. This is what I'm telling you. Drill and thrill. We keep drilling these habits down. You will be thrilled with the, say it with me, results. And number 7, the final drill and thrill tip, the 7th practical tip to keep you living below your means is to build that emergency fund. Build that emergency fund, you guys. In the end, that emergency fund is what helps me sleep at night. I am not kidding. And I think back probably when I started all this, I couldn't imagine that I would be able to build a 3-month emergency fund, a 6-month emergency fund. I thought, how in the world do people do that? And the answer is everything that we just talked about in these 6 prior steps. They have helped me get to a point where I've built a healthy emergency fund. It makes me know that if it hits the fan, and sometimes it hits the fan, you guys, that we're gonna be okay, at least for a bit. All right, K Squad, now is your turn. Go ahead and take a second. Leave in the comments, leave us a practical tip that helps you keep living below your means so the K Squad can read through, get more ideas, spark some excitement, and be very excited about living below our means and living a life that we are so proud of and, dare I say, thrilled to live. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Just tap that little red subscribe button so you never miss a video. Hit that thumbs up if you like this kind of content so it can get to other people that want to live the frugal life and stay living below their means. If you like this kind of content, I'm going to leave you a couple videos here on the end screen that I think you'll be interested in watching next. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next Frugal Friday. Bye, guys.